Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a LEGO DC Superheroes set review. Today we are going to be looking at the brand new Wonder Woman 84 set, and this is set number 76157, Wonder Woman vs. Cheetah. It has 371 pieces and will retail for $39.99 USD and $49.99 Canadian. Now, when does this set actually come out? I have literally no idea. We don't have a release date. We don't have it up on LEGO Shop at Home. It could be May 1st. It could be much later. We're not really too sure what is actually happening with this set. It could also be releasing at the end of April. It is very, very strange to me, but because the movie was delayed, I have a feeling that this set could also be delayed, strictly looking at some of the other themes and different things. Specifically with Minions, they actually pulled 3 out of the 5 sets that were supposed to be releasing towards the end of the month. Now, the Wonder Woman movie has been moved from June to August because of everything going on right now. And what does that mean for the set? The set could also be being pulled from shelves. And this is actually from Target, however. Justin, or Just Too Good, was able to actually acquire me a copy, and I paid for him to ship it out and everything, and so I could get a review to you guys. But besides that, Target has been the only place to be carrying this set, so that makes it very rare right now. The set is being sold on eBay for over $100 because no one really knows what's going on with this thing. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at this pretty rare set right now. Look at the size of this thing. I think that it's a really substantial play set, and we're going to look at the inside and everything, all the different play features, but just from afar, I think that the scale of this is really great. I'm beyond impressed with this thing. I honestly am. I think that there is just so much detail in this. I love the rock. I love all the different greenery growing in this set. I love the way that that looks. I like how it's attached there with the different green, with the olive green as well as the dark green. You've got some regular green, and even here you've got different plant types as well growing in this little base, and I think that's really cool. You could see them here on the sides as well, but just in general, the rock face detail is really great. I think that it looks really, really good. My only complaints just looking at it from spinning it all around is there's a bit of a gap here. I wish that there was a little bit more dark tan rocks here to build up. You do have like a few spare pieces if you did want to maybe try and cover that up with, I don't know, some studs, some extra studs, but that is a little bit disappointing to me. But I guess you're really only looking at it from this point of view, and I think that's okay. There is this weird arm thing that can spin out that you can push up against directly the main side of the building. I'm not really sure what this is. Is this like some sort of miniature satellite? I don't know why there's a warning at the top there. If you wanted to, you could actually attach Cheetah at the top to have her maybe like leap at Wonder Woman. Same with like all these little pegs up here on the satellite dish. All that you could really have her attach even on the back there as you spin it around. But there is a bunch of different spots for her to actually like attach to, which I think is good. The rail you could have her grab onto as well. There's just, I like that. I really do. I think that that really adds to the playability of this set. It's not just this play set with this spinning arm thing and a rotating satellite. There is a bit more to it, which I quite like, and I like the little side area. It gives it depth if you wanted to angle it different ways and such, so I think that's a good inclusion, and those pieces are really interesting, like the front of the car is being used like that. I think that's cool. And on the side here, there is a bit of greenery that you can clip off if you wanted to, but what's probably the most interesting part here is there is this transparent piece here that you can actually grab Cheetah if you wanted to and have her leaping into action, or having Wonder Woman fly and different things. So you can have this sort of fight, literally Wonder Woman versus Cheetah, the name of the set, which I really love. I think that's really good. It's not Wonder Woman and the satellite dish attack or something like that. I like that they're literally fighting each other, and you could have them in so many different ways here actually fighting. Now the satellite itself as well looks really awesome. I love the way that this is actually built. I think it's so stellar. These aren't stickers, don't worry, they're actually printed parts, and I just think that it's about time that DC does something non-Batman related, and most of the time I know they are for movies, but I'm glad that this is a playset. Altogether, you actually have 26 of these tile prints. You can really get a good look at them there. And honestly, it's probably the least boring part of the build because it's just so repetitive. But once you're done, I think the payoff is really worth it. I really like the way that this looks. I think that it's so cool. It isn't something that you have to grab actually the satellite. You could actually see on the back here, which we'll take a look at, spin it around really, really fast if you wanted to, and you could hit like Wonder Woman out of the air. There's a lot that you could do with this, and I think it's really cool. And I love the use of these Lego Movie blaster pieces there from the robot cops. I think that looks really cool, and it adds to the texture and design of this whole satellite build. And we're gonna go ahead and take a closer look at the front door, where you can really see some more detail here. I love this sticker here on the side, which is like a hand scanner, as well as with a code to get into this restricted access area, and it's just really, really detailed. So let's go on in and let's take a look at the interior. So now that we're on the inside, you could see that there's even more stickers in here. You've got all the TVs that we've seen in some of the trailers and such, as well as this cool print there, and I'm not sure what that is meant to actually be from. Of course, like an eagle and different things with this, the actual shield sometimes is like a reference to Wonder Woman or just the American government in general. So I just think that looks really cool. And same on the right side there, it is also printed. So that's really awesome to me. And I think that it's supposed to be Maxwell Lord actually like projecting himself like through like, I'm not sure. I think it's supposed to be him doing some sort of recording with a camera build, which we'll take a look at in a second, and broadcasting it out onto these different television screens, and as well as with the satellite up above. And I forgot to mention, but there's also a spider here on the outside as well. But other than that, there's not too much more to say about the build itself. Let's take a look at the side builds and then the figures. Since we were looking at the interior with all the televisions and all that, let's take a closer look here at this camera. And I think that this is such a cool build. I think that you really get this sort of 80s feel here from the camera. I think that it looks really, really awesome. I love the cassette tapes there on the side, as well as just this build in general. If we take the cassette piece off, you can see here the piece that they're using on the inside, and I think that that looks really cool, and it's just really detailed. I think that it's simple, but it works so. I figured that we need to take a look at Wonder Woman first here, because she's the main character. And honestly, I think that the detail here on the torso, the legs, is so fantastic. I think that it is a great looking figure from here. Really great looking figure. I love this helmet piece. I don't know why, but just the thickness of it maybe. I get real like Gimli vibes here, and I don't know what it is. The face underneath the new hair and helmet piece is actually the same piece from the DC minifigure series from January, which I have no problem with them using that face print. But here's where I have the issue. It's cool to get the golden wings here for Wonder Woman, but this new hairpiece that they have designed here looks so ugly. Look at that. Oof. I do not like that gap. I don't know why the hair doesn't come more straight down here. It's just, the angle of that looks really, really weird. From the back, it's fine, I guess. But again, from the sides, it's just like, why is it floating? I guess you could say that it's her in action, but it doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. I really don't think that it does. It is a bit of a mess, and which is really unfortunate because it's not like you could put another hairpiece from Wonder Woman actually on her. And I've got the other one from the old original Wonder Woman set from the first movie, as well as the Batman vs. Superman, and you could see here that that's the best you can do. So that's a bit of a shame. I think that maybe a problem in the design of this piece, while it is really detailed looking, and I love the hair and just the helmet design itself, like that sort of eagle look there on the front of the helmet, it just doesn't work for her. And you can see here on the back, she has some really detailed printing as well. So I think that's really cool. And it's fine. You could see, like in some of the trailers and different things, I'm going to put the old hairpiece on. She doesn't always have the wings and the helmet on. So I guess this outfit itself looks kind of interesting. And it is a bit of a variant for Wonder Woman, which I'm happy about. I'm glad that it's not just the red and the right here, and to actually get this Kingdom Come outfit inspired is really, really awesome. I think that she looks really detailed here. And speaking of detailed figures, Cheetah is no exception here. Oh my goodness. she's amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. I love this new hairpiece that they've made for her. It works so well here, and I just love that hairpiece. I'm so excited to see this used in other places, but the figure itself is so amazingly detailed. Like, look at the feet printing, the leg printing. They could have just gone with just tan legs, so this is amazing to be getting all these like spots, and you could see there's like some white fur printing there as well, and as well as just on her torso you could see like her figure, her silhouette, as well as some details there, which just, it looks so cool in the midst of like the spots and the white fur, and even on her face with those orange eyes, this face, oh my goodness, like that creepy smirk. Like, this is genuinely one of the most detailed DC figures ever, and it's in a set. Something great about this figure as well is getting the tail piece there in tan for the first time. That looks really cool. And Maxwell Lord, not so much. Pedro Pascal himself playing the villain in the movie, and he just does not look like Pedro Pascal at all. I think that this face is being used way too often, and I'm going to try and get my hands on every single one, because if you didn't know, I actually use it for my sig fig, and the sig fig actually literally sits on the LEGO Movie 2 Movie Maker stand. That's how I record all my videos. So it's really strange that Pedro Pascal has the same face print as Paul Rudd, Tom Holland, who's supposed to look like a teenager. I don't see the resemblance at all, but it's fine. I think the rest of the figures itself, this is the cheapest way to get this really cool looking torso. The hairpiece being used here in dark brown is the Robin hair from 2012, and on the back of this face is this scared expression. So it is very weird to me. I think he definitely could have benefited from a new face print or an alternate one, because I can't really picture the main villain of the movie hopefully not being this scared. I hope that it would have been like a creepy smile or like a cocky smirk or something like that, or an angry expression, something, even if it was a variant to this face. Now, we don't normally do this, but before I wrap things up, I need to show you the box, and it's really cool looking. I love it a lot. I think that it is so unique, but I don't necessarily know if it gets the whole set across on the front of the box, which is a little worrisome to me. On the side there, you've got Wonder Woman in this Kingdom Come outfit, and then on the back, you've got the set itself, but I don't know. I'm just a little worried about the set because of the packaging, but at the same time, it excites me because I think that the idea of this, the concept of this set, having two really great and detailed figures, both coming with new hair pieces, or at least a new piece, and then one not so great figure, but this beautiful looking playset, really excites me. But anyways, everyone, that's it for the set. I don't have too much more to say about it. I'm really like it. I think that it is one of the best DC sets ever made again, and I think it's a good direction that DC's doing, and maybe even superheroes in general. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section about this. And this set itself actually opens up a ton of video possibilities. Like, I have an idea of something to do with the base here, as well as all the figures. I have ideas to do separate videos on them. So there's just a lot of possibilities and different things that I want to do with this set. So be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on the latest superhero set reviews, as well as those videos that I'm talking about here. And I hope that you did enjoy the video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one.